Because she had 8 different meetings with the feds, the government. Oh man, is that Gene Deal?
Yes. That'd be me.
Can I say hey to you for a second on my TikTok? Guys, this is Gene Deal. Yeah, I've been reporting on you for a while, man. I'm Secret Service Sam. Guys, this is Gene Deal. Gene Deal, how are you feeling, my friend? Give my Patriots an exclusive. What do you think's going on in there? Guys, Gene Deal is the main man. He's the bodyguard. He has been the one leading the entire front on this Diddy campaign.
That's it, right?
Right? I mean, besides Jaguar Wright, you're the most credible person we have. You're Diddy's ex-bodyguard. Tell the folks, man. You don't want to say much? Come on,
you already
Gene.
did it, Playboy.
Come on, Gene. You're always saying something. Give him something here. What do you think? You think Diddy's going to get off, or you think what are we looking like?
I think the prosecution is doing a great job. They need to keep up the good work.
Right.
I think they went real lenient on them because they could have hit them with way more charges than they did, and that's it.
What do you think about Dawn Richard? Miss Westmoreland was like, the lawyer was destroying her on the stand, her credibility. She had 8 different times she met with the feds, and they're like, why did you not mention anything about Diddy threatening your life and all that time? Do you believe Dawn Richard?
A lot of people are traumatized, man. You know, you got to look at it that way. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at something that this guy holding their life in their hands.
Right, and that makes a difference. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for everything you do. All right.
Thank you.
Guys, that's Gene Deal.
Gene, if you've seen all of that and was at PUFFY parties,
don't play with me.
And you the same size as Uncle Phil, and you the same size as Professor Ogilvy, and you the same size as Moses Lee.
Okay.
Why you want us to believe that you weren't at the party participating in that behavior?
This way.
This moment, you heard everything you got to say.
You know what's really
Being a big star, bro. Everybody want to see Gene. Everybody want to see Big Gene.
You are. So why are you here? Tell us.
All right,
Mr.
give him some space,
you
y'all.
were the
Give
original
him
person
some
that
space.
told us about Diddy for years and
Give him some
and
space.
was never scared. And he never sued too. So tell us, why are you here then?
All right, watch our backs, y'all. Watch our backs.
A shout out to a Libra King, see him for himself. All right, Gene, thank you so much. Are you going to be here for the rest of the week?
I'll be for real.
You here? All right.
Yo, it's Big Ant the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in as we done made our way in to week 2 of the Pissy Diddy, Freaky Diddy, and Nasty Cassie trial as it became federal, as Cassie is a star witness and the key witness for this. This is why I'm saying is what's been displayed as of late. It seemed like it's more of just them two that had this situation going on, but it ties into the RICO and sex trafficking charges that take it up to the federal level, as y'all see right there. Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, walked into the courtroom yesterday, and he had somebody out there hit him up right there on blast. And you heard the reporter out there, and I had a link in the description, as he caught Gene Deal coming out the courtroom and stuff. We see Gene Deal on the internet throughout the years, and he said a lot, as he was somebody that worked directly with Diddy. And today they are interviewing his assistant as well. We'll get into that. His former assistant as well. We'll get into that in just a second. But Don told Gene Deal, nigga, your size, nigga, you like Uncle Phil. Rest in peace, Uncle Phil. Hey, nigga, you Professor Overby. I don't know what it made to bring up that. Hey, you ain't do nothing. You wasn't participating in none of this. You ain't stopped nothing. What's really going on with you? As he's been on the internet throughout the years, telling this, telling that. He even said himself he would testify against Diddy. Was a former bodyguard, was around. And I raised that question myself. If y'all seen all this drugging, all this abuse, all these foul things going on, why y'all didn't jump in and stop it? Why was y'all still there? Why was y'all still around? I'm just that type of nigga that's going to ask that question when I see you speak on it more and more and more. I'm not saying that Diddy did or didn't do anything. It's like you coming and telling me this all of a sudden. Well, where was you at when all this was going on? You seen all this happening. You didn't think to go in and stop and intervene it now or bring, wave the law. Hey, nigga, nah, bro, we got to shut this down, man. He doing this, he doing that. Hey, I ain't feeling this, I ain't feeling that. Diddy this, Diddy that, and stuff. So I'm just on it with that type of time. Nah, they have his ex-assistant on the stand today. They had Dawn from Danity Kane on there yesterday, and y'all kept hearing them say, that she never had reported to the feds before after 8 meetings that he had threatened her life or nothing like that. It came out into the courtroom and stuff, so they raising that to discredit her. It's all about credibility on these decisions, and it's all about the jury, no matter how nobody feel and what nobody else think. But the assistant said this: ex-Diddy assistant set up hotel rooms as baby oil, Viagra, and drugs. Part of his role as Combs' assistant was to set up hotel rooms ahead of time for his boss, which was referred to as advancing rooms, James told the jury. James brought Combs' Louis Vuitton bag, which contained roughly $10K in cash, and a medicine bag that held up 25 to 30 pill bottles carrying Viagra, Tylenol, and Percocet. Combs also allegedly took ecstasy pills with President Barack Obama's face on them. The former Combs assistant also purchased lubricant for the fallen music mogul, but with cash, as he was told the musician did not want those items tracked back to his record company. As everybody is telling it all now, the assistant even said that he's heard Diddy say before, I got Cassie right where I want her. She's moldable, she's young, and things like that. And that's for them to push the board narrative of how bad Diddy was, the coercion, and, kind of like underhandedly forcing somebody to do things for you in a sexual manner. And that's how they're going to try to come in and tie these RICO charges into it. They didn't put the drugs up on the internet, the pictures everywhere. They even put the sex workers up there as well. They had that going all over the internet yesterday. And this is what they going to do in front of the jury. I can't say what happened and didn't happen. I was not there for sure. Diddy's defense has been now, hey, does he have a drug problem? Yes. Is he abusive? Yes. Does he have a bad temper? Yes. Can you look at him as a bad guy with these things? Yes. But this is not him doing racketeering and sex trafficking. This is just something that he did in his personal life. Now, I'm a nigga like this. Like I told y'all, of course, when it comes to Pissy Diddy and Nasty Cassie, she engaged in it as well. There are text messages that show that she was with it. She was going with it. Do I feel like Diddy went in and said, hey, I got this money, I got this power, I got this influence. I like her, you know what I'm saying? She looking good. I rock with her. Even though I got 4 other women too at the same time. That's there. All of them is his girlfriends. Cool. Yeah, nigga, I'm going to use that as my little toy. He did that, most definitely. But when they come and put it in the federal terms with the sex trafficking, the way that they word it, it's going to be on what the jury decide. I don't make that decision. I'm not saying that Diddy should be going to prison for life for these things. I'm not putting that out there at all. But the prosecutors, the federal government, Southern District of New York, they are trying to word it to where, hey, the way that this thing break down, we going to make it to where the jury is going to be able to find him guilty on one of these counts. That's their goal there. That's what they're trying to do. We look at it as, hey, man, that nigga, he paid some sex workers for what? Hey, as long as he wasn't forcing them to do it, as long as he ain't put no gun to their head and make them do it, everybody that was grown and ain't have no choice. But to me, it looks as, hey, they're going to get him on that technical side of it. You're using your employees, you're using your assistants, you're using your workers. That's what they're trying to do. I'm not saying that he's supposed to go to prison for that. Now, I'm just saying that that's how they trying to present it in the courtroom. Right now, we make him look like a piece of garbage to the jury, like he had a control problem, a power problem. He was willing to do anybody dirty. They even in there talking about the Suge Knight, him allegedly attempting to go after Suge Knight with guns and stuff back in 2008. So I'm like, bro, they is really putting it on thick right now in the courtroom. It's going to be on the jury hands to make that final decision. Do these things go on with people who be in the sex and alternate lifestyles and living like that? Yeah, it do. Do people make people kind of feel like, hey, man, you better rock with me? True. I'm not saying that. But is that going into the RICO and sex trafficking and forcing charge? And like I was saying on the stream the other night with Pissy Diddy and Nasty Cassie, they had one of them super duper toxic love relationships where they both addicted to drugs. That they came out. They both getting high out of this world, having some very, very disgusting, degrading type sex, and they got addicted to that. They was both on that. Whether he introduced them to that lifestyle or not, they both was chasing a high that they was never gonna reach. We out of this world high. We out of this world just catching nuts that we can't never catch no more. But nigga, we addicted to the drugs and the sex, and we all think it's tied in with love at the same time. That's why she's in that mindset where, hey, I got this love love-hate relationship for this nigga because I love him because of those times of being addicted to drugs and that feeling that we caught when it was good. She attached to that. Same thing with Diddy with her. That's why it's a love-hate thing with her, but now it's all just coming back around. Cassie has got $30 million now at this point. Her husband had to be in the courtroom and see a lot of this. A lot of this stuff is real crazy. It's really nasty. That's why I got to call him no matter what, with the pissing and the kissing and the rubbing. It's just, yeah. Pissy Diddy and nasty Cassie, man. I got to call it for what it is, dog. And I would have never known this. I mean, we would never saw this with Cassie, you know. I'm pretty sure at times she might have felt like, man, I ain't got no choice. He making me feel like I ain't got no option. I feel like it's all online. He's abusive. He's beating me. And we ain't never co-signing that at all with niggas. I never want to see that happen to my mama. I got women that I care about in my life. It ain't, that right there, what he doing ain't cool at all. But does it go to that level? It's on what they decide, how they word it, the technicalities. And that's above my life. I don't make that final decision. Nigga, you in there with the U.S. government now. But I got to say, Diddy, he gonna be at fault here because he put himself in this position. You $1 billion nigga, bro. You wasn't supposed to be trying to be caught up in this type of lifestyle, whether I agree with it or not, bro. You ain't supposed to be trying to be had like that. You ain't supposed to be getting took down by no young broad and doing all this weird type of stuff. You just want to pay a female for some sex or whatever. Hey, keep it cool, hey, this your job, this your profession. Cool, go on about your business. But getting into it to this level, getting this down bad and freaky with it, it can take you down. It just is what it is, man. Tell me what y'all think. We got more coming, more videos. We'll see what happened. Innocent till proven guilty. But right now, their goal has been to ruin Diddy's reputation in front of the jury and the world. And we'll just have to see what the jury say, man. Tell me what y'all think. The shit show. Stay on your pivot.